You can give two people the same information, the same contacts, the same business idea, the same startup capital, and they will either execute it very differently, or their outcomes will be very different.
They will absolutely execute it very differently.
So my whole thing is, in terms of protection, which is part of your special sauce, in terms of getting your ideas from your head to product in 90 days. You help people with patents, and I think historically, talking about this PTSD, we have invented things.
A lot of things.
Yes. Many have said things.
Yes.
Are still used today in some capacity, or exactly like they were invented.
Like this table.
The table, or a broom.
Yep.
Or refrigerator, or all the things.
AC.
Elevators.
All of that. All us.
All us, right? And so, but somehow. And so that's why you see the Own Your Masters, and I'm really trying to, we have to rethink the game. So it's never been that we didn't have the capacity or the intelligence to invent. It's really been the ability to protect.
Yeah.
And you said earlier you didn't feel protected.
Yeah.
Right? And so you left the country. And I'm saying that we are not protecting our ideas the way we should. So talk about how you help all your clients protect their ideas.
Well, let me just say this. 99% of my clients are African American.
Really?
Yes.
How is that on purpose, or is it just?
So initially it was on purpose. It was on purpose because I felt, well, for starters, my network
is
black. And so the people who were asking me for help and support first looked like me. And as I continued to expand and grow, I was actually very intentional about marketing and advertising to our community, because I felt that because of the robbery of ideas and intellectual property from the past, and the lack of access to knowledge and information, or even to credit, that I wanted to impart that knowledge and wisdom that I had learned in my community first.
Is it an expensive process? Talk about how much it costs to get the patent.
It can be. I mean, so here's the thing, Fred. When in terms of patents go, we actually show all of our inventors how to self-file their first patent.
Really?
So their provisional patent, the only cost is the cost for filing, and depending on their income, that could be anywhere from $65 to $265.
It depends on income?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
You can get a micro entity status if you make less than $160,000 a year.
Gotcha.
That brings your patent cost down to $65.
Game. Yeah. Free game. This is on the internet. Because what I don't want people to say is, I didn't know how to do something. Yeah. Right? You know what I mean? So she's just breaking it down, right? Yeah. All these mental barriers that we have.
And they've updated their system in February, and they got a whole new system that makes it a lot easier for everyday average Americans to file, because the cost of filing a patent through an attorney, a provisional, which is your first step patent, is anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000.
Right.
And
that in and of itself can be a barrier.
It's a huge barrier, especially since you don't need anyone to file your first patent, because they don't even examine it. It's a placeholder. It's a date placeholder. That's it.
Yeah.
They don't examine it until you file the non-provisional. That's your big boy patent. And we do have our inventors work with an attorney for that. That one is pricey, around $7,000 to $10,000. But you have a year to get to that patent. You can develop your product, test it in the marketplace, walk away from the idea if you don't like it, double down on the idea, maybe generate some revenue, and then file your big boy patent.
In a way, investing in an attorney for that patent is doubling down.
Yeah, and it's a 20-year patent. That's when you start getting to your IP being protected for a couple of decades. It's your legacy patent, basically.
That's really, really important.
Yeah.
And how much is it for your clients to, let's just go into it, right? Okay. So let's go into just the business model, right? Your business model for the coaching business. Yeah. I think it's so important. That's one of the reasons why I really want to interview. It's so important, like, to have someone, and to close, we'll talk about why, but like, that is helping us create products.
Yeah.
And then protect, but starting with protecting them.
Yeah.
Right, and then create them. So